Hello everyone, welcome back to Military TV with me, Faisal. Can you guess where are we now? Yes, you are right. We are now at IDEX and NAVDEX 2023. So this event will be run from February 20 to 24. And this is one of the largest defense exhibitions around the globe. So without further ado, follow me.
I'm Abu Dhabi, the CEO of Number Automotive, manufacturing company here in the UAE, part of the Edge Group. Behind me you have the RCV vehicle, or the robotic combat vehicle. This one over here is a concept that we're doing, of course, with Edge now playing a major part in the unmanned area, and also having a strong unmanned presence at the show. This is our contribution from a vehicle point of view. So as you can see, it's an 8x8 vehicle. On top of it, we have a 30 millimeter remote weapon system. This one is from John Cockrell, but really to show the flexibility of the vehicle and the modularity that we can do. If we move around to the back side of the vehicle, I want to show you something else. The way we've designed this is to have a modular concept where, if you look here at the back, you will see there's an opening all around. This whole center part of the vehicle can be removed easily by these lifting lugs and can be replaced with anything else. So what we are foreseeing is, for instance, you'll have a missile carrier, you'll have an anti-drone application, you might even put a personnel capsule in here where you can fit 9 or 10 people inside. But of course the main purpose of the vehicle is to be an unmanned vehicle. And really to be able to be controlled remotely and have some autonomous capabilities by itself, to have decision making in certain situations. And as autonomous systems and functionality grow, in the end, in a few years from now, it can be a fully automated or autonomous vehicle. So what we're foreseeing for now is by the next IDEX to have a technology demonstrator where we can actually demonstrate the capabilities of the vehicle. This is a hybrid electric drive vehicle, and the reason for that is quite simple. When you look at an unmanned vehicle like this, it's got a much lower profile than a normal manned 8x8 vehicle, which is a very high vehicle. You need, of course, you need the height to be able to fit people on the inside. People need to be able to climb in, climb out, and it needs to be ergonomic. If you don't have people on the inside of the vehicle, you can bring down the profile and the height a lot, which has benefits in terms of the combat situation where you're less visible, your thermal image is smaller. It's just sort of automatically hidden better. But now with that comes some problems, because you can see with the low profile of the vehicle, a traditional drivetrain with engine, transmission, and your drivetrain going to the wheels, you don't have enough space. So by adopting a hybrid electric technology, you can have the power unit separately from the wheel hub motors. So the drive will be in the wheels by means of wheel hub motors, and of course then you only need to distribute from the batteries electricity. So a long story to tell you, it gives us a lot more flexibility to do a hybrid electric drive. And maybe in future, if battery technology increases dramatically, it can become fully electric. But for now, we foresee it to be hybrid for quite some time to come.
How many crews can take by this vehicle?
If we put people on the inside, so we have a separate capsule for people, 9 at this stage, yes. But that, of course, is without a driver and a commander, because your driver and commander will sit remotely. So purely to transport people from point A to point B. But as I said, modular design, you can change that. You can put a flat rack on top, put a container. This vehicle has a phenomenal carrying capacity of 12 tons. So you can put 12 tons of load on top of this vehicle. And yes, I mean, then whatever the imagination is, we can put on it. It's designed in that way. And of course, on the side of it, you can also mount missiles, anti-tank missiles, guided missiles that can further strengthen it. But as a direct fire weapon, this is already pretty powerful.
Hello, my name is Michael Trutina. I work for Chief Sales Officer at Run Robotics. Here you see our Type X robotic combat vehicle. It is in the 12-ton class and it's meant to support mechanized troops with mechanized infantry or armor and main battle tanks. It can be equipped with a turret and a cannon, machine cannon, up to 50 millimeters caliber. Here you also see it with loitering ammunition launchers on the side. We also, in this case, have a mixed reality viewing system from our partner VecVizier. This, for example, is a sensor, the front sensor for the mixed reality system. We have here a 30 millimeter cannon. As said, it can go up to 50 millimeter. You have electro-optical sensors on the left, different ones, one for the gunner and one for the commander. As mentioned, the loitering ammunition launchers on the side. You have different sensors here also to make it autonomous. Lights, of course. It's a hybrid system, so it can easily follow main battle tanks and infantry fighting vehicles. Here's the exhaust fumes come out here. Additional camera sensors for a 360 degree sight.
Which is the best part of this vehicle?
Well, the best part you can't see. The best part is the autonomy. So you drive that semi-autonomously in the way that you tell the vehicle where to go and it goes there with a waypoint navigation so pre-planned mission or something that you set on the fly, and that's the beauty of it. Unfortunately, you can't see that. You might get some videos from us that you can do that in, and then you see what I mean. As I said, the beauty is the autonomy of that. Maybe one more thing to add. Here you see it in a combat configuration. You could also imagine removing the turret and do something else with it. Yes, you could imagine that as an air defense system with a radar, for example. You could also imagine that as a last mile resupply for artillery shells, for example, that can be moved autonomously. You could imagine that also as an anti-tank asset with a lot of anti-tank missiles, and you hide that behind a bush and wait for the attacking tank troops. That is a very powerful tool for this. Here you see our Themis vehicle in the observer configuration, equipped with a mast system that has a electro-optical sensor on the top from Estonian company Heavitronics. The system is called Heavitrack S. We have the Squire radar from Thales on top of it for ground surveillance. and all of that can be stored and safely in a cocoon to protect it when you're on the move. You have for self-defense a light remote weapon station, the Defender Light from the Belgian company FN. We have a smoke grenade launcher from Rheinmetall, Rosie, and we have MetraWeb acoustic shot detection on that. The idea of that is this is a reconnaissance tool. You put that somewhere, or you had it go somewhere, do the reconnaissance, and then remove without putting your own soldiers in harm's way. You remove the soldier from the dangerous task. It's the same with the Type X. You have a capability that you usually, or you used to have manned, now it's unmanned, to increase the standoff distance to the enemy and as I said, increase the safety of your own soldiers. This is also diesel hybrid electric. Yes, can also go in silent mode, so you don't hear that if you hide that somewhere behind the bush. This is a smoke grenade launcher. So if you're detected by the enemy, you can fire a smoke shield to protect yourself. This is also autonomous, so you give them a target or a destination to go, and then the vehicle goes where it needs to go.
Could it be possible to configure it with another weapon?
Yes, you can. Yes, can. Yeah, we have on different configurations, different vehicles, we have integrated different types of weapon stations already. For this, the Defender Light is a perfect match because it's light, it's small, and it fits really on the vehicle. The purpose here is not to do real a combat mission. This is rather really for self-defense. We can have up to 30 millimeter on the Themis Combat, so without the reconnaissance equipment, just the remote weapon station. And with 30 millimeter, you already have some quite considerable firepower. This is also rather meant to support dismounted infantry, not so much to follow mechanized troops. For for urban, for forests, for everywhere. Yes, everywhere you have infantry, you can use that also very well. Or as a first line of defense for mechanized troops as well. You put them somewhere for reconnaissance, and if the enemy approaches, you get an alert. And Themis stands for Tracked Hybrid Electric Modular Infantry System. Thank you, sir.
So we have here a ground control station where we integrated multiple vehicles feeds. So on top of the mast we have a quite good quality camera. You can zoom in very precisely. Example, the badge. So you can, and on the left corner we have a weapon system control. So you can move the weapon, and it shows also the camera. And this even have a thermal camera capability.
Hi everyone, welcome to Edge booth. My name is Ahmed Al-Naqbi. I am an electrical engineer at Advanced Concept, and let me introduce you to our tactical UGV, which is also a 5x5 or 8x8 tactical UGV, and it's equipped with several subsystems. The first one is the Hunter SB launcher, which is containing 30 units of the Hunter SB, and the second subsystem is called the 5 Eyes, which is providing the sight capabilities, including a thermal camera and also a daytime camera, and also it's equipped with a Caracal weapon called M4, and lastly we have the sensors that can guide the UGV along its way. So basically it's the same in terms of the duration. It's 8 hours, and if you are asking about the launching mechanism, because it's 30 units, it will take up to 30 seconds, and there is a duration between each drone. The launching of each drone takes up to
duration.
So the launching will take up to the whole of the deployment of the 30 drones will take up to 30 seconds. Yeah, and let me introduce you to our tactical UGV, which is 8x8 tactical UGV, which is designed for military applications and working in harsh environment. The subsystem can work autonomously, reaching at a distance of 5 kilometers, and it's containing 3 main systems. The first one is called Adam, and it's a remote control station weapon, and it's carrying, or it's equipped with mini-me machine gun. And the second subsystem is called the Gimbal 270, which is providing the insight system, which is the thermal camera and the daytime camera, and also a zoomed camera, and it's also providing the auto tracking capability along with the stabilization. The third one, or it's the third subsystem, is basically the launcher Hunter 2S. And the Hunter 2S basically tactical drone or tactical UGV that is deployed in a swarm.